We would now like to invite Dr. Geoffrey Lee, Member of Parliament, Australia, for his address.
Namaste, Kem Cho. His Excellency, Mr. Narendra Modi, Chief Minister of Gujarat, distinguished guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, it's my first time in India, and it's no accident I came here to vibrant Gujarat in the Gujarat state. It's a global business hub. Everybody who I know in New South Wales has recommended to come to vibrant Gujarat and Gujarat state as the entrepreneurial capital of India. It certainly is renowned for a state of enterprise. It's on the world stage. Mr. Modi, I know the challenges of being in Parliament. I know the challenges of being in political life aren't an easy one. But Mr. Modi, it's no accident that Gujarat is the fastest growing state in India with double-digit figures. Mr. Modi, it's no accident that you have delivered over the past 2 terms important infrastructure like roads, power, water systems, important and essential for growing business. And Mr. Modi, it's no accident that large companies, international companies that we've heard from today, are investing in your state of Gujarat. Mr. Modi, this is because of your leadership. This is because of your vision, your passion, and this is because you make things happen here in Gujarat. And it's no accident that you have been elected for the 3rd term as Chief Minister. Vibrant Gujarat is just one example of the Gujarat state's ability to proactively encourage business investment, business working with government for the success of the whole state. And today I sit here on stage next to me with Guthram Adani, who has already invested billions of dollars in Australia and will continue to invest billions of dollars, and we welcome his investment. Thank you. And sitting in the audience, I have my good friends, some friends like the Gujarat NRE Coke, who have already invested in my state of New South Wales in Wollongong, or Sanjay Patel from Patel Brothers, who invests in retail importing media in Australia. Gujarat is renowned, and this conference shows that it's renowned for its proactive forms of encouraging relationships, relationships that will later develop on fantastic investment opportunities. And just as these relationships between good friends, Australia and India are good friends. Gujarat and New South Wales, my state, have a special relationship. We have common interests, whether they're political, cultural, or economic. We want to encourage collaboration and partnership with things like education institutions, the investment in resources, things in gold, in coal, and we look forward, the New South Wales state, working together with the Gujarati government. And in the spirit of the vibrant Gujarat, it's a fantastic to be here today to see this passion, to see a standing room only audience. I commend vibrant Gujarat on its economic success. I commend Mr. Narendra Modi on your success. I'm Jeff Lee, and it's been an honour and a privilege to be here and be part of this summit.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. We now invite Mr. Aditya Puri, Managing Director, HDFC Bank, for his address.
Honorable Chief Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. India is one of the most diverse countries with high levels of income, education, and religious differences, and has developed as a rich-poor country. Managing this dichotomy is difficult and noisy. However, let us not confuse the noise of a democracy in transition with the vibrancy of India. India's medium and long-term prospects remain bright. The current state reflects a need for improved planning and execution through a revamp of institutions, systems, and processes. There is definitely need for action, but no cause for despair. Now for the good news. Gujarat is a good example of appropriate policies and great execution yielding results. The state's GDP is growing at 10%. Gujarat has been able to provide power to 100% of its villages. 88% of the roads have asphalt. All villages are connected to an all-weather road, and consequently, you have agriculture growth at 8%. HDFC Bank believes that Gujarat will continue to grow in the future at the same rate, and we are well positioned to take advantage and participate in the growth as well as the new opportunities that would be created by linking Bharat and India. We today have 215 branches and 754 ATMs in Gujarat. Most of our branches are in the semi-urban areas. In the next 3 years, we will open more than 250 branches, and it is our objective that you will be able to touch an HDFC Bank service point at every 8 kilometers in Gujarat. HDFC Bank provides banking services to the length and breadth of Gujarat. Our lending products encompass the smallest borrower below the poverty line at the bottom of the pyramid to the largest corporates sitting on this dais. Our credit deposit ratio in Gujarat is 105%. Our priority sector lending is at 7,000 crores, and we've lent approximately 3,500 crores to the MSME sector. We have also recognized our corporate responsibility, and we've introduced a sustainable livelihood initiative and have made 40,000 families self-sustainable in 13 districts as of September 12. We are now ramping up this initiative substantially, which includes providing training, market linkages, finance to people at the bottom of the pyramid. Gujarat is a key focus state for HDFC Bank. The bank stands committed to partner with the government of Gujarat in the larger growth of the state under the dynamic leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji. Let me conclude by wishing all of you a very happy, vibrant Gujarat and a very happy and prosperous New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Puri. We now invite Sir James Bevan, High Commissioner, British High Commission, for his address.
Honourable Chief Minister, other distinguished guests, friends and colleagues. My message today is simple. Britain and Gujarat are natural partners, and together we can do great things. There are close links between Britain and Gujarat. We've been trading with each other for centuries. The Gujarati diaspora in the UK is now one of the largest in the world. Indeed, the largest Gujarati population outside of the state of Gujarat is in the city of Leicester in England. And the city of Leicester in England is the city in which I was born. And so I feel in a very real sense that I too am a son of Gujarat. The UK and Gujarat have a lot in common. We're roughly the same size by area. We have roughly the same population. We're both outward-looking, entrepreneurial cultures. We're both proud of our past, and we're both confident of our future. There's a natural fit between our economies. There's a thriving relationship between our peoples, and there's great scope for a stronger partnership. And I'm here today to take that partnership forward. Our business links are already strong. Many leading UK companies are active in Gujarat today, including Shell, British Gas, Formica, Mott MacDonald. Many Gujarati companies have successful operations in the UK in areas like renewable energy, engineering, pharmaceuticals. Several other Gujarati companies have their European headquarters in the UK, and more Gujarati investment is coming to Britain. But our commercial relationship can and should be stronger, wider and deeper. And the natural fit between our economies offers huge opportunities. As Gujarat continues on its path of successful development, it wants infrastructure, it wants energy, it wants healthcare, high technology, advanced manufacturing, professional services. The UK is a world leader in those things and many other areas. And many of the leading UK companies in these fields are represented here today at Vibrant Gujarat. And as the UK builds a modern, successful 21st century economy, we want things too. We want talent, we want innovation, and we want investment. And those three things are things for which Gujarat is renowned around the world. So there is a strong basis for a much deeper commercial partnership between us. And that's why I'm proud to be making my first visit to Vibrant Gujarat, and why I'm proud to be leading the largest ever British business delegation to come to Gujarat. I'm here today with around 50 British companies, with over 70 delegates, together with the chair of the UK India Business Council, Patricia Hewitt, who is a highly respected former cabinet minister of the British government. We look forward to seeing all of you at our pavilion in the International Hall. You can't miss it. In letters several feet high, it says, "Britain is great." We like to keep our messaging simple. But the partnership Britain wants to build with Gujarat goes well beyond trade and investment. Education. The UK has some of the best universities in the world. Gujarat wants a highly educated population and has some world-class educational institutions of its own. So let's pursue more exchanges of students, more exchanges of faculty, more collaboration on skills training, and more research partnerships. The British Council stand in the educational hall here will show what the UK has to offer. Science and innovation. Gujarat is becoming a world leader, and the UK is a world leader in science and innovation too. Let's do more together. Renewable energy. Both Gujarat and Britain are pioneering innovative solutions that will drive green growth. Let's share our experience. And people-to-people links. I want to see more Gujaratis coming to the UK to study, to visit, to work and do business, and more British people coming here to Gujarat. So today, we in Britain offer Gujarat a partnership based on shared interests, historic ties, and strong mutual respect. We offer one other thing too, trust. We believe that the great British brand is one in which Gujaratis, and indeed every Indian, can place their trust. Trust in our people, who stand by their word and take pride in their integrity. Trust in our products, the world-class goods and services which the UK offers. And trust in our partnership, which we are confident will bring benefit to all of our peoples. To conclude, Britain is back. Gujarat is great. So is Britain. Let's work together. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Bevan. We now invite Chairman Maruti Suzuki India Limited, Mr. R.C. Bhargava, for his address.
Chief Minister, Mr. Modi, Excellencies, and all the assembled dignitaries at this summit. I'm very grateful, sir, for having got this opportunity to be here, and I thank you for that. Gujarat is now going to be our second home. Maruti started on a very modest scale in 1981 with the object of making 100,000 cars a year. We grew, we prospered, and in 2011, when we were making almost 1.2 million cars, we realized that we would run out of capacities and space to expand in Haryana when our sixth plant got commissioned towards the end of 2013. Business parameters had also changed. We were now looking at exporting cars on a much bigger scale. We became Suzuki's hub for making small cars for all of Europe, Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia. And we had to be competitive to be successful in the export markets. Domestic competition had also increased, and therefore we needed to cut down on costs. We looked around, and it seemed to us that from all that we could hear and learn from the records, that Gujarat would be a better state than anywhere else in the country. We contacted the government of Gujarat. The response was instantaneous. We came to Gandhinagar, and we had the privilege of meeting Mr. Modi and his team. And that meeting convinced us that all that we had heard about Gujarat, the reality was in fact much better than what people were talking about. The government immediately took up all the requirements which a big company like Maruti would need. Infrastructure requirements and others were planned in meticulous detail. People were given responsibilities, and the work started. Towards the middle of 2012, we signed the MOU with the government. We will be starting work on the project towards the end of the first quarter of this year, that means before March this year, and we would be producing cars here 2.5 years later in 2015-16. We believe that we have made the best possible choice and that this second home for us would be very, very productive and would meet all the aspirations of Suzuki Japan as well as Maruti Suzuki in India. We look forward, sir, to working with you. We are most excited at coming to Gujarat, and I think the future is very bright the way things are going in this state. So thank you very much, sir, and thank you for having us here.
Thank you, sir. We now invite Chairman Emeritus Tata Sons, Shri Ratan Tata, for his address.
Respected Chief Minister, Mr. Modi, dignitaries, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here this afternoon, and this is not my first occasion. Today, when investors look for a location to make an investment, they, of course, look for places that are industry-friendly and investment-friendly. But they also look for a location that, in fact, executes what it promises, where infrastructure is adequate or good, and where the labor environment is friendly and conducive to productivity. Gujarat stands out different and perhaps better than anywhere else in the country in meeting all these goals. And the credit for this goes to Mr. Modi for his vision, for setting high standards, and of course the great support and unity of his entire government that make every investor that comes here feel a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. The first time I came to this function, I believe I said that one would be considered stupid in not investing in Gujarat. The second time I came, it became clear that I was amongst the stupid because, barring a large investment in Tata Chemicals many years ago, we had no new investment in Gujarat. That time, I had vowed that we would make a difference. Today, the Tata Group has invested or committed to invest 34,000 crores in the state of Gujarat. I believe that Gujarat, with its high standards, its setting of goals, its unwillingness to accept second best, will continue to differentiate itself from other locations and attract investment. I would like to commend Mr. Modi and the entire government for making Gujarat as vibrant, as attractive, and as conducive to investment as it is. It makes all of us in India proud to be here, and I hope that the world also sees Gujarat as an outstanding example of what can be done when you have the vision, the sincerity, and the desire to succeed as this government has. So thank you very much. And it's a great honor to be here today again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now invite His Excellency, Mr. Gao Shukshun, Vice Governor Yunnan, Province of China.
Morning,
女
ladies
士
and
们、
gentlemen.
先生们，大家好。
Good morning.
我们中国云南省代表团这是第一次到达印度的古吉拉邦来出席这次盛会。
It is our first time to be in this great state of Gujarat for this vibrant Gujarat Summit, Global Summit.
首先呢，是我们深切地感受到了这个古吉拉邦热切地期待各方到古邦来投资兴业的热切的愿望。
We have felt that the strong aspiration and the desire that this state of Gujarat has been enjoyed to attract investors from both home and abroad.
我们中国的云南省和古吉拉邦呢，也有同样的感受和期待。
We, Yunnan provincial government, as well as the province of Yunnan, are also share the same desire and aspiration.
经中国政府的批准，今年的6月6号到10号，在昆明，中国政府将举办首届中国南亚博览会。
Approved by the State Council of the People's Republic of China, we, Yunnan provincial government, will co-sponsor with the Ministry of Commerce of China to inaugurate the first China-South Asia exposition in June this year.
这是一个重点面向南亚，同时也是面向全世界的一次博览会。这是在过去举办5届中国南亚商品展的基础上，把它升格为国家级的一次博览盛会。
This exposition is actually originated from the China South Commodities Fair, which had been held for 5 consecutive years. And this exposition will be open not only to the Chinese market, but also to all the entrepreneurs and the business communities across the globe.
这届博览会呢，将和中国的第21届昆明进出口商品交易会同期举办。
In the same time, the 21st China Kunming Commodities Fair will be held.
借此机会呢，我们盛情地邀请在座的各位以及国家和地区积极地关注这次博览会，同时呢，派我们有实力的企业来出席这次博览会，来参展参会。
We sincerely welcome all the entrepreneurs and the business leaders, as well as some officials from across the world, to come to our province, and we also welcome your attention and your participation.
我们期待着和大家在今年6月6号到10号中国南亚博览会期间能够在昆明相会，同时呢，我们也非常希望和印度的古吉拉邦之间加强合作和交流，共同促进我们的发展。
We would like to meet you again in the coming June this year, and we also like to establish and enhance our friendship and partnership with the state of Gujarat in terms of economy, trade, and tourism.
谢谢大家。
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We now invite President UK-India Business Council, Patricia Hewitt.
Your Excellencies, fellow speakers on the dais, distinguished guests and delegates, Bhayo Beheno, Ane Gujarat Rajyanalok, Ladla Mukhya Mantri Shri Narendra Bhai Modi, Namaskar. Mane khub khub anand che ke aje hun tamara sauna vache hajak chu. Britain mahun gana Gujarati ne jana chu, ane Gujarat mabo maja ave. My organization, the UK-India Business Council, is honored to be a partner organization for Vibrant Gujarat 2013. But this is also a particular personal pleasure for me to be here with you. I had the privilege to be a Member of Parliament in the great city of Leicester for many years. So like our High Commissioner, Sir James Bevan, I have close personal friendships with Britain's vibrant Gujarati community. I first came to Ahmedabad in 2001 when I was the Cabinet Minister for Trade and Industry to open the UK Trade Office, the first overseas trade office to be opened here in Ahmedabad and in Gujarat. I could see the huge potential here, but you know, I never dreamt then that Gujarat would grow so fast, become India's #1 business-friendly state, and outstrip China's rate of growth. I was mentioning that comparison with China yesterday to some journalists here, and one of them, an Indian journalist, but clearly not a Gujarati, challenged my statement that Gujarat was growing faster than China. But that is the fact. The UK-India Business Council is the British government's business partner for India, so government and business working together to build even stronger economic ties between our two countries. We work also very closely with CII, with Indian business leaders and other groups to promote these economic partnerships, not just to benefit individual businesses, although that is vital, but even more, because as we trade and invest together, the more we will create growth and jobs for all our people here in Gujarat and in Britain. I'm delighted that Sir James Bevan and I are leading a great British business delegation. We have companies, large and small, across all the sectors, really, where Gujarat and Britain have so many opportunities together, all with technology and expertise and ideas, all committed to working in partnership in Gujarat to help build and share your growth. We warmly invite you to join us at the UK stand or at the 2 seminars we're running, Education and Skills this afternoon, Engineering and Technology tomorrow. These days, we all talk about B2B and B2C, business to business and business to consumers, but what we're interested in here is B2G and G2B, Britain to Gujarat and Gujarat to Britain. I wish you all a very successful, vibrant Gujarat, and above all, great success in your businesses, in your personal lives, and in the partnerships that together we are creating between Britain and your great state of Gujarat. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am. We are honored to invite His Excellency, Mr. Stuart Beck, High Commissioner of Canada to India, for his address.
Chief Minister Modi, other distinguished colleagues and friends on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, good morning or good day, bonjour, namaste. Canada is proud to be a partner country at Vibrant Gujarat for the 2nd time in a row. Our participation in Vibrant Gujarat as a country is a testament to the growing success this event has seen over the years and the strengthening of relationship between Canada and India and, of course, Canada and Gujarat. It's always difficult to have 2 Canadians on the dais because sometimes they steal each other's thunder. So, Patrick, I'm going to have to rejig a little bit. But I know the Chief Minister in particular is focused on results. And Patrick mentioned that the first time here we had 3 people. And today we have 3 levels of government represented from Canada. We have 2 members of parliament, a senator. We have 5 provinces here. We have 2 mayors of very dynamic cities. And altogether we have 200 people. So, Chief Minister, if you indulge me, I'd just like to ask the Canadians to stand up just so they can be recognized for the fact that they've understood how important Gujarat is to Canada and to India. And for people who are looking for great business partners, you have a crowd of them here who can do an excellent job. So thank you very much. And I know, Chief Minister, we're all very, very proud to see the Canadian flag as a partner country here in Gujarat. We just recently had the visit of our Prime Minister to India. He was here for 6 days. It's the longest he's been outside the country in any one country, and it's probably the longest any Prime Minister has been in a country in record. And while he was here, he did what the government should do. He was working diligently to create an environment which will facilitate the movement of people, but more importantly, the movement of trade and the creation of wealth between our 2 countries. We will be starting our 7th round of the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Arrangement negotiations. We've signed a Social Security agreement. We hope to conclude soon a Foreign Investment Protection Agreement. But most importantly, and not a lot of people understand this, while the Prime Minister was here, we concluded the administrative arrangements for our Nuclear Cooperation Agreement. Why is that significant? Well, basically, it's put behind us 35 years of history between our 2 countries, and now we're just looking forward in terms of being able to build a relationship in that particular part of the energy sector. So when you take a look at what we are trying to do here in India, we have to have a strategic approach, much like the Chief Minister has taken with Gujarat. And for Canada, we see 4 areas of strategic importance for us with India. The first area, of course, is food security. And Canada already plays a very significant role in terms of India's food security. 24% of those Indians here today, when you eat your dal, 24% of the lentils come from Canada, the province of Saskatchewan in particular. When you talk about companies like McCain's, who are a large investor in the state of Gujarat, not only is McCain's creating wealth in the context of their own business, but what they're doing is creating opportunity for Gujaratis. It took them 7 years to develop their strategy for India. And when they started, they had to realize they had to change the business model for what they do here, in particular, how they go about doing their farming. Today, they employ over 12,000 Gujarati farmers and have increased the wealth. And if you ever go to their factory and take a look at the pictures when they started of the farmers who were tilling the fields and take a look at them today, you can see, and just in terms of how they dress, the economic development that they've been able to achieve. The second area of importance is education, and how Canadian educational institutions, and there are a number of them here as part of Vibrant Gujarat, can participate in elevating the levels of education here in specific and key sectors, but also providing opportunities for young, dynamic Gujaratis to come to Canada to learn. The third area is energy security. Now, Canada has been in India for over 60 years in the hydroelectric sector, and we have very strong Canadian companies operating here. And now, of course, nuclear, we're back in the game in India, but more importantly, in some ways, we'll be able to work with India in terms of providing oil and gas. Now, Canada is sitting on the second largest reserves of oil in the world, and we have more gas than we as a country of 33 million people, need. And we've been working with the Gujarati government in developing ways that we can bring that gas from the west and the east coast of Canada to India. As Patrick said, Canada is a great investment destination, and we're very fortunate to have a number of the companies that are here on the dais as investors in our country. And I think they've understood that what the Economic Intelligence Unit says is that in the next 3 years, Canada will be the #1 country of the G7 in terms of managing its economic development. And I think that says a lot. But a lot of this is due, and the reason we have such a large delegation is to the dynamic diaspora that we have in Canada. We have 1.2 million Canadians of Indian origin. 30% of those come from Gujarat. And I doubt there's many hotels that you would go into in Canada that wouldn't be owned by a Gujarati. And they have done such a wonderful job, not just in terms of being such successful entrepreneurs and business people, but they're engaged in the politics of our country, they're engaged in the communities, they're engaged in the educational institutions, they come back to Gujarat to invest, but they also come back to Gujarat with philanthropic approaches, which I think states a lot to what the diaspora is all about here in Gujarat, and I congratulate them for doing that. Chief Minister, I'd like to end by saying why I believe you are so successful, and that's because you've understood the importance of globalization. Just take a look at the people in this room and the countries that are represented. For India to engage, they have to engage globally, and you've created the environment for that to happen, and you should be congratulated for that. And we often talk about Gujarat, and we talk about infrastructure, and we talk about certainty of investment, and that's all very, very critical. But I've met the Chief Minister now a number of times. And what I always find the most important thing is he understands the importance of human resources. Because without human resources, without the people to drive the development, nothing will really happen. And that, I think, is critical. And again, Chief Minister, congratulations. So on behalf of all the Canadians here, thank you very much for allowing us to be a partner country, and thank you for, very much for being who you are in terms of developing the growth model for India. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We now invite Vice Minister for International Affairs, Meitei, Japan, Mr. Nobuhiko Sasaki.
Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Narendra Modi, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor to make this address as a representative of partner country. I met Honorable Chief Minister last July when His Excellency visited Japan. I was so moved with his strong vision, strategy, and passion towards the development of the state of Gujarat. Since then, I have been looking forward to join in this summit here in Gujarat. As you all may know, we have now new Prime Minister Abe, who is a good acquaintance of Honorable Chief Minister. I know that not only Chief Minister, but also many Indian people have strong anticipation for new Japanese administration. Prime Minister Abe has already declared his intention expeditiously to revitalize Japanese economy. Market has shown its strong interest on his vision. Now it's called as Abenomics. Since then, Japanese yen is cheaper by 10%, and stock price went up by 10%. Having established headquarters for Japan's economic revitalization, he intends to implement a bold financial policy and agile fiscal policy, and has decided to formulate a growth strategy to tackle the deflation which has troubled the Japanese economy for years. Now will be a good turning point for Japanese economy. Prime Minister Abe is well known for his strong vision to consolidate India-Japan relationship. 7 years ago, Prime Minister Abe, at his last administration, decided to launch the development of the Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor and also to enter into FTA negotiation. Japan-India relationship would definitely move forward to the second stage. The trends of global economy have been changed a lot for these 7 years. A survey shows that investment into India from Japan increased by 3 times. India has been the most promising investment destination of Japanese manufacturing industry for years. Poor business environment, such as insufficient supply of electricity and water, procedures of permission and license, and so on, has been a weak point of India in terms of foreign direct investment. So many Japanese companies, including SMEs, had investigated India so far, but unfortunately, some had given up. Now, Gujarat state turns out to be a good destination for Japanese companies. Gujarat state has improved business environment under strong leadership by Honorable Chief Minister. Gujarat state also has strong global business networks. Today, I am visiting here with the investment mission consists of more than 100 participants. I would like to highlight that the mission has 19 companies devastated by the Great East Japan earthquake in 2011. Some even lost their houses and factories by tsunami. But they have splendid manufacturing technology of medical devices, precision machineries, automobile parts, information technology, food processing, and so on. They are seeking business opportunities in India, especially in Gujarat, to revitalize their business. Today, they are looking for Indian business partners. I truly hope this vibrant Gujarat will be a good chance for the mission to make business matching. In the growth strategy of Abe administration, internationalization, assisting Japanese companies to expand overseas business, is one pillar. India is now the most important emerging market for Japanese companies. We'd like to strengthen policy measures to enhance investment from Japan in collaboration with Government of India. First, we strengthen cooperation in infrastructure. Japan is working on materializing of the Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor project with $4.5 billion. Currently, 7 projects are proposed here in Gujarat, including electricity, water, and railway. These projects offer opportunities Indian businesses to work together with Japanese companies. Further, we promote business matching in manufacturing and energy industry. In particular, we will hold an event to introduce Japanese parts and material manufacturers to final assemblers in India so that more Japanese SMEs can identify business opportunities in India. At the same time, towards the revitalization of the Japanese economy, it is also important that Indian companies invest in Japan. Japan has manufacturing technology which is vital for India's further development and solution for challenges such as urbanization and environmental issues associated with rapid growth. On one hand, Japanese companies invest in India for access to its market and human resources. On the other hand, Indian companies invest in Japan for its technology and human resources, technology. Acceleration of such investment promotion between Japanese and Indian companies is crucial to strengthen the strategic economic relationship between India and Japan. Such a direction holds enormous potentialities, especially with Gujarat state, since the state is proactively inviting foreign investment and willingly building global business networks. I'm looking forward that further exciting business opportunities will be created by the strong initiative by Honorable Chief Minister. When Honorable Chief Minister visited Japan last July, we had decided to hold a policy dialogue for industrial development between Government of Gujarat and our ministry. I would like to leverage this dialogue to realize my vision that Gujarat state will be an innovation place for the encounter of development of Japan and India. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, sir. Passionate and progressive, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Narendra Modi, is a visionary leader working in mission mode to realize his supreme dream of regenerating and transforming Gujarat and eventually motherland India, leading to the emergence of new and happy society, celebrating the endless festival of life. His vision and proactive governance has transformed this business summit from a small beginning in 2003 to a mega event today in 2013. We now invite Honorable Chief Minister Shri Narendra Modi for his address.
Dignitaries on dais, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We started in the morning. I stand here humbly to welcome this large and global gathering. Friends, this is the land of Mahatma Gandhi. The timing of this summit is also auspicious because it coincides with the 150th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. We in India believe that the whole world is family. What we call Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. This brief is even more strongly displayed in the thought and action of the people of Gujarat, because we Gujaratis are a global community. Once upon a time, Gujarat was the gateway to the globe from India. Now it is becoming the global gate, a global gateway to India. And thus, Gujarat welcomes you with open arms to this summit, which has grown far beyond the boundaries of Gujarat. मित्रों, एक जमाना था जब गुजरात के लोगों ने पूरे विश्व को अपना घर बनाया था, लेकिन हम अब ऐसा गुजरात बनाएंगे जो पूरा विश्व गुजरात को अपना घर बनाए. On this occasion, I would like to particularly thank the government of Japan and the government of Canada for their continued partnership with this event. I also thank other partners of this event, particularly CII, JETRO, USIBC, AIBC, UKIBC, ICCC. It is my privilege to welcome His Excellency, the Vice Minister of METI of Japan, His Excellency, the Ambassador of Japan, His Excellency, the High Commissioner of Britain, His Excellency, the Vice Governor of Yunnan Province of China, His Excellency, the Vice Governor of Astrakhan, Russia, His Excellency, the Ambassador of Denmark, and other excellencies, members and representatives of the Foreign Diplomat Mission. I warmly welcome Mr. Patrick Brown, the Member of Parliament from Canada. I welcome Honourable Minister from the other states. I particularly welcome all the dignitaries sitting on the dais and the captains of Indian industry who are the encouraging face of this event. I welcome everyone present here. Friends, we are meeting at a very crucial stage of our social and economic life. Last few years have not been very encouraging for the global economy. This has had its impact on the livelihood and social lives of the people across the globe. Even the fastest growing economies of the world have experienced a slowdown. This situation has impacted India also, and the growth of our economy has slowed down recently. It will be great service to the global community if this forum and platform can display the commitment for betterment of economy and betterment of the lives affected. This platform also provides the scope to debate and evolve mechanisms which make our economic sustainable and dependable. All of us want solution to this, but none of us are individually competent to find it. Collectively, we can and we must. Thus, the first and foremost expectation from this summit is send a positive message for the global economy. Despite the global slowdown, our growth rate in Gujarat have not been impacted very adversely. We have acquired an element of resilience in the economy. It stands equally on all three important pillars: manufacturing sector, service sector, and agriculture sector. We have thus not only been able to sail through, but have maintained 10% plus growth rate in all three sectors. Our economy has sustained itself and sustained our jobs and livelihood. Even more satisfying is the fact that the management and the labor force have managed the situation in a collaborative manner. This is what Gujarat is known for. Togetherness is our biggest strength. We know how to get together. We know how to stand together. We know how to grow together. Friends, today's world is characterized by two phenomena: the power of technology and the power of knowledge and information. We in India are further fascinated by the power of our youth. मित्रों, दुनिया में हम सबसे जवान देश हैं। इस देश के 65% जनसंख्या 35 से कम आयु की है और एक अनुमान है कि 2020 में हिंदुस्तान की एवरेज एज 29 से 30 होगी। आप सोचिए, यानी युवा अपने आप में हमारी एक बहुत बड़ी ताकत है, बहुत बड़ी शक्ति है। We have to harness this and to put it to our advantage. We in Gujarat have specifically made efforts to use all these three drivers of the modern world. I'm a firm believer in the pillars of progress in the modern world: the skill, speed, and scale. We are using technology to bring in speed in governance and in education of program. We are focusing on skill development of our youth in a big way. We are also visualizing projects which are innovative, ambitious, and futuristic. I firmly believe that this century is India's century. And to be realistically, it has to be the century of Indian youth. We have drawn elaborate plans for youth-led development. Women are going to be equal and active partner in this process. Swami Vivekananda said, India will be raised not with the power of the flesh, but with the power of spirit. I'm sure we will revive the whole of India with our faith in the power of youth and its actualization. Many of our projects have been recognized at national and international level. Many are being replicated by other states of India. I say here with utmost sincerity that the development model of Gujarat provides numerous insights for the developing world. We have created a model which makes a use of local resources and local talent. At the same time, it offers solutions which are right and relevant in the global perspective. Friends, our model of development has brought smiles on millions of faces. That is how I'm with you in this event today. Making use of this forum, once again, I want to thank the people of Gujarat and everyone else for giving me the opportunity to serve them. I'm overwhelmed by the fact that all of you had so much confidence in this event and its continuity, that you had declared your support in advance. This confidence of people from within and outside Gujarat is a confidence in positivity. In a nutshell, we have assured our people that we sincerely want to benchmark our infrastructure, our human development, our technologies, and our processes with the best of the world. We have completed our first phase of development, and we are ushering in the second phase a more robust, more dynamic, and more modernized Gujarat. We have resolved that we will enhance the income of our farmers manifold by scientific agri practices and agro processing. We have already provided round-the-clock power and broadband connectivity up to the village level. Now we have promised Wi-Fi connectivity across the state. We have undertaken to modernize our industrial clusters and make our small and cottage industries stronger. Simultaneously, we will be setting up world-class investment region and smart cities. World-class ports, road, rail, logistics, health, education, transport, sanitation, environment, and tourism infrastructure. मित्रों, मेरी आपसे प्रार्थना है, यहाँ पर इस कैंपस में भी एक हमने जो धौलेरा सिटी का जो सपना देखा है, उसका एक प्रेजेंटेशन है, आप उसको देख सकते हैं। यहाँ एक छोटी सी प्रदर्शनी भी रखी है, गांधी टू महात्मा, उसे भी आप देख सकते हैं। और यहीं नज़दीक में हिंदुस्तान के इतिहास का सबसे बड़ा एग्जीबिशन यहाँ ही गांधीनगर में, यहाँ से 10 मिनट की दूरी पर है। और उन सबसे आप देख पाएंगे कि हमने विकास की किस दिशा को पकड़ा हुआ है। और मैं आपसे प्रार्थना करूंगा कि आप जरूर उस एग्जीबिशन को देखें। और मुझे विश्वास है कि मैं जो बातों को कह रहा हूँ वो आपको रियल में दिखाई देगा कि हम किस दिशा में जाना चाहते हैं। We have already undertaken gigantic initiative in solar and wind energy. We are already the biggest creator of jobs in the country. मित्रों, भारत सरकार की रिपोर्ट के अनुसार हिंदुस्तान में कम से कम बेरोजगार किसी एक राज्य में है तो उस राज्य का नाम गुजरात है। और हिंदुस्तान में कुल जो जॉब क्रिएशन होता है उसमें से 72% जॉब अकेले गुजरात ने दिए हैं। तो ये इसकी वाइब्रेंसी है, उसका क्या इम्पैक्ट है हम देख सकते हैं। We are already the bigger creator of the job in this country. Our new initiatives will lead to creation of more than 3 million additional jobs. And to prepare the human resource, we have committed to create new age training and skill development institutions. Friends, Gujarat has always been a high potential location and a rewarding economy. You will find an opportunity in every sector of economy. You will also find proactive policy provisions and hand-holding mechanisms to support you. Very recently, a survey has been conducted on the economic freedom of Indian states. I am happy to say that Gujarat has ranked first. I welcome you all with your ideas, initiatives, innovation, entrepreneurship. I invite and encourage you to build your homes and brighten your hopes in Gujarat. I urge you to make Gujarat a productive field for the seeds of your dream. Friends, hardcore financial investments will always be a desired phenomenon for the economy. However, we have deliberately added newer areas in the agenda of this summit. This time, our focus is on knowledge, technology, and innovation. We want our youth and our SMEs to particularly benefit from this. कल हमारा एक पूरा सेशन डेडिकेटेड टू एसएमईज हैं ताकि हम उसको प्रमोट करना चाहते हैं और 2 दिन पूर्व हमने दीनदयाल उपाध्याय यूनिवर्सिटी के प्रीमाइसिस में शायद ही हिंदुस्तान में इतना बड़ा कोई नॉलेज शेयरिंग का इवेंट हुआ होगा। दुनिया की 145 यूनिवर्सिटीज़ उस इवेंट में मौजूद थी और कल उसका कंक्लूडिंग लेक्चर मैडम रेणु जी ने किया था। और एक अपने आप में ज्ञान और इन्फॉर्मेशन की इस दुनिया में हम किस प्रकार से अपनी जगह बना सकते हैं, उस दिशा में हमने एक प्रयास किया है। वी वांट आवर यूथ एंड आवर एसएमईज टू particularly benefit from this. The emphasis on R&D, knowledge sharing and building cross-cultural partnership. We want this summit to become bridge of technology. We want this summit to become an incubator for innovators and entrepreneurs. We want it to become a global university preparing bright men and women. We want this summit to be a lighthouse for a sustainable development. There cannot be a better place than Mahatma Mandir for this purpose. There is no one better than Gandhi to guide us on how to use natural resources for our well-being, while simultaneously nurturing and harnessing the nature. Friends, history has repeatedly shown us that economic models based on exploitation will never work. I repeat, history has repeatedly shown us that economic models based on exploitation will never work. Today, exploitation of nature and its resources is a burning issue. I will go a step further. Even exploitation of market is not going to help unless the people living in those markets are empowered, unless the local capacities to produce are improved, unless the people are made partners in progress, their purchasing power would not sustain. Only such partnership will be able to offer the sustainability we desire in our economic, social, and personal life. So I reiterate that this event is not just about investment. It is not just about projects which give financial returns. It is about injecting positivity in the economic environment. It is about inducting togetherness in our socio-economic activities. It is about bringing global and local inclusiveness in our economic process. मित्रों, मैंने जो एक थोड़ा सा रेफरेंस किया प्रकृति के संबंध में, हम ये कह सकते हैं कि पिछली शताब्दी आईटी ने एक बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले किया। आईटी जीवन का हिस्सा बन गई। लेकिन मित्रों, मैं देख रहा हूं कि आने वाली शताब्दी पर किसी एक विषय का सबसे बड़ा प्रभाव होने वाला है, तो वो है ईटी, एनवायरनमेंट टेक्नोलॉजी, और सारी व्यवस्थाएं एनवायरनमेंट टेक्नोलॉजी के इर्द गिर्द नए सिरे से अपनी जगह बनाने वाली है। एनवायरनमेंट टेक्नोलॉजी एक बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी भी है हमारे यूथ के लिए, रिसर्च के लिए, हमारे रिसोर्सेज को उससे बचाने के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा अवसर है। मित्रों, इस समिट में हम सिर्फ गुजरात की भलाई के लिए काम कर रहे हैं ऐसा नहीं है। इसके कारण पूरे देश के माहौल को बदलने में एक बहुत बड़ा इफेक्टिव रोल इस समिट के माध्यम से होता है। और मित्रों, मुझे गर्व से कहना है कि 2003 से हमने इस समिट का प्रारंभ किया है। ये 6ठी समिट है। आज भी हिंदुस्तान में जब भी विकास की बात आती है, विदेशी पूंजी निवेश की बात आती है, ग्लोबल पार्टनरशिप की बात आती है, तो हमेशा गुजरात के वाइब्रेंट समिट को रेफरेंस के रूप में लिया जाता है। ये अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट है। मित्रों, हमने पूंजी निवेश से भी आगे बढ़ करके नॉलेज पार्टनरशिप कैसे हो, हमारे एसएमईज कैसे पनपे। मित्रों, अभी मैं एक सेमिनार में सूरत गया था, वहां भारत सरकार के अधिकारी आए थे और उन्होंने पब्लिकली कहा कि गत वर्ष लास्ट ईयर हिंदुस्तान में एसएमईज का ग्रोथ 19% था, लेस देन 20%, बट गुजरात वाज एक्सेप्शन। हमारा एसएमईज का ग्रोथ लास्ट ईयर वाज 85%। मित्रों, आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं कि ये नेटवर्क हमारी इकोनॉमी को कितना वाइब्रेंट बनाएगा, हमारे नौजवानों को कितना रोजगार देगा, हम कितने बड़े परिवर्तन की दिशा में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। और उस अर्थ में मित्रों, और दूसरी एक बात है मित्रों, निराशा का माहौल देश और दुनिया को जकड़ा हुआ है। हम एक आशा का संचार करना चाहते हैं। हम पूरी अर्थव्यवस्था में एक नया कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डअप करना चाहते हैं। हम विकास की यात्रा को गति देना चाहते हैं। हम विकास को 21वीं सदी के सपनों के अनुकूल बनाना चाहते हैं। और भाइयों बहनों, भारत के पास इतना बड़ा युवा धन है। अगर हम समय रहते उनके एस्पिरेशंस के अनुकूल अगर हम व्यवस्थाओं को विकसित नहीं करेंगे, तो जो युवा हमारी एक शक्ति है, जो युवा हमारे सपनों को साकार करने का सामर्थ्य है, जो युवा विश्व के अंदर एक लोहा बनने वाला है, एक ताकत के रूप में उभरने वाला है, वो कहीं हमारे लिए बोझ न बन जाए। और इसलिए हमारी कोशिश है, और इसलिए पूरी समिट हमने आने वाले कल के लिए हमारी युवा पीढ़ी को कैसे तैयार करें, उस पर हमने केंद्रित की है। और मुझे विश्वास है कि हमारा प्रयास अवश्य व्यवस्थाओं के लिए, नीति निर्धारकों के लिए, योजना करने वालों के लिए एक दिशा दर्शक होगा, ऐसा मेरा पूरा विश्वास है। फ्रेंड्स, आई वेलकम यू once again to this summit. I welcome you to Gujarat. I will be happy to work with you in the march of your journey. I will be equally happy to see the realization of your dreams. I will be happier to see them realized as the earliest. Thank you very much, friends. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Honorable Chief Minister of Unstoppable Gujarat, Unstoppable Development. Thank you, sir, for that inspiring and enlightening address. With that, we conclude this inaugural session, inviting you all for lunch. Gold and silver card holders are invited to proceed to the left of the dais for lunch.